think things are working and stuff like that. Next, we got some stuff to do. Yes, let's go for it.
Ma,
We did this one yesterday.
so,
And this one,
ha,
and this one.
te,
And this one. So one moment, I have right, okay. Mm.
てま、ハワイ、は、わ、り、い、しま、しそ、てつ、はま、てつ、はち、は、ち、はな、あて、はつ、かま、しそ、らて、ら、て、みそ、まし、かま、はし、らて、くつ、みせ、ひも、くつ、なし、なし、くつ、
A bit full.
せん、
I had a
ひも、
normal breakfast today.
はな、
Oh boy, there you
く
go.
さ、もり、
Yes.
くさ、
Let me pull my notebook a bit closer to myself. Ugh.
なか、
My belly is in the way.
ひも、ナイス、な、い、す、森、くつ、なか、ひも、みせ、くも、に、かに、か、 にけふわにわにわにわに猫にん猫肉冬年カラオケからおけ消しこね
ぬ、
ぬ
ひ、
ひ
ひ、ほ、
ほ
じ、
るぬぬひひぬひるるひぬるほほるミルクみるく るぬおほぬホテル土かゆかゆ率裏父ゆらゆりこり
Oh,
かつらゆりかゆりか使う月見さらさライラコアラコアラさゆりリンスリンスゆりかコアラ月見かつらツインついんコインダイス
oh,
ゆりゆりダイスそはままてはあちはちはちはたはりはりまししましまあてきてらててらコンマこま
Hmm. I did hear that kind of, but
発、ハワイ、コンマ、
こ、ん、ま。
Get more with Super Duolingo.
く、せ、な、も。
靴、なし、
なし、
船、ひも、草、森、店、ミルク、
も、み、るく。
線、夏、ひも、草、線、雲、
く、も。
店、花、中、靴、ナイス、
I don't think I'm going to do a lot of this today. Let's try to fill up at least half an hour. Yeah,
鮭、
my stomach is so much full.
冬、ワニ、鮭、コネ、
こ、ね。
鮭、池、肉、姉、冬、肉、池、猫、ワニ、ワニ、
わ、に。
猫、鮭、肉、船、冬、 カラオケ
Well,
Get more with Super Duolingo.
I must be killing it. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a bit of cheating because obviously, you know, blah blah blah. It's a
ひ、
去る、
さ、 る、ほ、ほ、ぬ、ほ、
First of all, it was really a misclick because I just misclicked. Secondly, I don't really feel like doing this today. So let's not do it. Oh, let's see what else is there. 20 minutes is really short. That said, sometimes that just happens. Sorry, there's NHK, what I normally do Anki. I haven't. Oh, you can see. This looks. This is what writing a blog post looks like, but these are not really posts, right? Simple stuff. These are simple stuff. But that's not what we're doing today. We're doing. So this was promising because it mixes everything together, not the usual textbook stuff. Wow. Just mixes everything together. Good, you know. Then there's NHK. Let's organize a little bit and see, you know. So this is surely the official website, which is obviously not something I can understand. 语学. Oh, they have like also learning like other languages. They can learn German, yeah. Geo and then Bozu. Oh, radio. Fun, whatever. That's fun. 中国语 I should be able to understand that. Well, no idea how this works now. They have a lot of stuff actually. I'm really surprised. Probably the 自我介绍之类的. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this I'm learning myself. Chinese I'm also learning, but it's different. Obviously. So Italian, Spanish, I presume this is Russian, Strasbourg, something, Arab probably, Konnichiwa, Sonota. You actually know a fair amount of these things. Yeah, But I was looking for some other day. I don't speak Japanese anyway, so it makes no sense to have a look. Right? Let's stay practical. It makes no sense. Where is the NHK? Blah blah blah. Tenshi, Bangzai, 什么鬼？语学 was pretty interesting. I have no idea what 语过啊，学科 surely it's something different. Wasn't it really easy to get there? I'm a bit confused. Oh, this is something different? Oh, come on, give me a break. Don't spend so much time on NHK. Yeah, we want the NHK one. Because I started here. There's no really big reason. I saw someone streaming this as well. Yeah, and it has all kinds of stuff now. It's simple. I heard someone say a few years ago, but do you find it childish? Don't you find it childish? I bought some, I don't know, higher elementary to junior high school books, I think, in Chinese. Was it Chinese teacher, you know? And I was thinking, I was literally being tortured at the time, so it was not exactly a question on my mind. But I was wondering, like, how do you learn the other 10,000 words that are never mentioned but everyone uses? Right? Words like Molotov cocktail, to start with something very standard, okay? Or I don't know, starfish. Do you know what for starfish? Do you know the word for I don't know what kind of weird vegetable, right? And the question was asked, don't you find it childish? Well, you find this childish. You have to start somewhere, you know. You can't start with heavy political and philosophical. You don't start learning German by memorizing Nietzsche, right? Or Marx or Hegel. Well, no, I find it very doable. Yeah, these are just standard things. I'm exaggerating a little bit. This is just standard textbook stuff. But it's frustrating. All the wisdom of all kinds of people. In the end, the only thing they did was blocking. It becomes frustrating. So there's the NHK. Then there's Anki. Anki is, I don't know. Back in the day, I never used this kind of stuff. I didn't need to. My memory was good enough. I don't know. When I started using it, they started blocking me. Yeah, you can see the years. We've been over there. See everything really clearly, how things went. If you look in detail, you will see that I think these two were pretty fruitful. And from here on, it already goes downhill really quick. Here, you can see. These two are from the beginning time. They both have, I think, 4,000 plus cards. But they did really well. And then, as you can see, slowly, where's that? Anyway. Yeah, so there's this. There was also, so not this, this is obviously way too high. There's this. It's interesting, could do a bit. And just see how it is, right? Maybe I'll do that. And there's this, I'm lagging behind, I have to enter an enormous amount of words, which I might do offline, I'm not sure. Might do online, I don't know. Enormous amount of words. In the end, the more words you know, the better. It's one of those things they haven't invented yet. They haven't figured out at school, trust me. Can't do it just living. Well, so this is really weird. Let's figure out how this works, okay? So we got a beginner sentence. It was very cold, and what was worse, it began to rain. So the sentence here is, can you listen to it? とても寒く、なお悪いことに、雨が降り始めた. Okay, that went very smooth.
This is the dummy output module. It seems your speech dispatcher is working, but none of its output modules is, except me. Please check out your log file to see what the problem is. You can find it in /run/user/1000 something /speech dispatcher /log /speech dispatcher log /var/log/speech dispatcher log, or in your home in .speech dispatcher /log/speech dispatcher log. This is the dummy output module. This is the dummy output module. It seems your speech dispatcher.
Okay, that was weird. So this now does work. I mean, it was very cold, and what was worse, it began to rain. So you know what? Surely it's from the Japanese dictionary. Yomitan, and there is Rikai Chan hovering over words. Here's one. It works. Wa Yi bad poor evil. Totemo. Oh, there's a lot of info in this dictionary. All right. Okay, so we'll just do 2 or 3 of these things and then call it a day. It already is 35 minutes. So, totemo. is Hanin Chinese with some 요새 와서 그 아노 와르이 와르이 고 고토 또는 와르이 고토니 Omega. This is a particle, surely. Subject. Right. Yeah. 가 취향 is 위是아지 아지나 다 So it was very cold. Cold, and what was worse, no, or now I really that was I see. It began to rain. 10 means the same in Chinese. Haji is completely different. ToてもOkay, so so this is how I study Chinese nowadays. or essentially since if I study Chinese, I do it like this. I've been doing this for ages and ages, but not the beginner level. For ages, but not very consistently. That's the problem. All right, but okay. So the total exceeding, and so compared to Otemo, aha, and that is more which is more empty. So this is actually goes pretty subtle, eh? One is more emphatic, one is not. All right. Okay, so this is I only take the meanings in the sentence. Yeah, because okay, so this is some good. Which is cold of the weather, and okay, this one I'll add both. They're related. Okay. And what was worse? So this is made it even worse. This I don't understand. Is that the rain came down, started to, but kind of like that. Well, now. Oh, it also shows the term. Okay. Okay, so this is obvious. Oh, this is a lot of work, folks. We have to speed this up a bit. So here's a conjunction. Right? No, I think so. Oh, this is for professionals. Okay, so auto. Okay, I have no idea. So, what do I need? I need some particle. Okay, so then the next part is understandable at the very least. I mean, you know. So this is the rain, which is amen. There was the next one is ga, which is the subject particle. In this case, I'm sure it's a subject particle. Jung is to, yeah, let's go down. So, Kanji. Haji Meta. Haji Meta. Measure. Okay, so what's a real verb? Okay, so onna. So this onna. It's now. Almost the same thing. Big mistake though. Big mistake. No, hang on. This I don't know. Okashi. 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 It would be nice if
This is the dummy output. This is the dummy output module. It seems your speech dispatcher is working, but none of its output modules is, except me. Please check out your log file to see what the problem is. You can find it in /run/user/1000 something /speech dispatcher /log /speech dispatcher log /r/log /speech dispatcher /speech dispatcher log, or in your home in .speech dispatcher /log /speech dispatcher log.
But they give like mnemonics, which I will not use them, but it's actually not too bad. It's pretty good. It's a bit weird. It's also a little bit too hard. There is a simple way to get over that, which is doing more. That's why I always try to do a somewhat harder version of what average people will do, because otherwise I do nothing. People can say, yeah, you should do the easier things then. Well, are you gonna pay me for doing nothing? If you do, then pay me, right? So next step, we got something new. We leave it now. Is this hard? Is this easy? What else is here? Japanese verbs can be divided into two categories: U verbs and RU verbs. Oh, that's fucking good. With just two exceptions, that's pretty good. Conjugating verbs is significantly important, and memorizing the categories will be helpful. Sure. Okay, let's go over the grammatical rules. So, RU verbs. So, it's miru to see. All right, you look watch. Okay, so they got a negative form. You've got casual and polite. Okay, so what you normally use in here all the time is polite. And this I just don't know. So this is pretty simple. So mimasen, miru, minai. Japanese verbs all can have two parts: verb base and the suffix. Grammatically, verb base are called stems. Yeah. Just call it a stem. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, not everyone knows. Okay, in the above example, the stem is me and the suffix is and then it becomes the plain form. This is the reason why miru is categorized into real verbs. There are some terms to call this verb. Ichidan verbs, three verbs are included too, okay? Wasabi has adopted real verbs. Wasabi is... Oh, okay. I see, this website is called Wasabi. I should have known, right? Not saying anything. But this is helpful. Okay, so that's the point. So there are two groups. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. There are two groups, and they have this. This is not too hard. Okay. So RU verbs become polite form when you replace RU with mas. I just noticed it. Yeah. Okay, so miru mimasu, kiru kimasu, iru imasu, taberu tabemasu, kotaeru, something like that. Kotaemasu. Negative form when you replace RU with nai or masen. So minai mimasen, kinai kimasen, inai mimasen, tabenai tabemasen, kotaenai kotaemasen. Is this all? Well, seriously, that cannot be. That's a joke. This is how verb conjugations work. There are other forms such as potential form. Okay, there is more. Yes. Okay, so the basic rule is all the same. What you need to do is just attach the suffix. Okay, one by one, sure. So you got. So these are the U verbs. Gaku, gakimasu, gakanai, gakimasen. U verbs are the same as RU verbs. The difference is just the suffix. In the above example, kasu, kaku, this term is kak. Kak in Dutch means in many languages it means something else. In Dutch it means feces. And the suffix is U, just some useless info. Okay, but seriously, for example, kak, and the suffix is U, be careful. It's not necessarily that U verbs end with the hiragana It means that the last vowel has to be and hence the last hiragana can be k, s, t, ts, n, and even r. Let's check more examples below. There are some terms to call these verbs: Godan verbs, C7 verbs, group 1. Wasabi has adopted U verbs. Good. So U verbs become polite form when you replace U with imasu. So casual is to write with kakimasu. To speak hanasu, hanasimasu. To stand tatsu, tatimasu. Shinu, shinimasu. Shiru, shirimasu. Negative form when you replace U with anai or imasen. So it's essentially apart from the A or the I, you're saying. So kakanai, kakimasen. Hanasanai, hanasimasen. Tatanai, tatimasen. Shinanai, shinimasen. Jiranai, jirimasen. Now you know how to make the polite and the negative form of Japanese verbs. Yet you may wonder how to identify which category a verb belongs to. Real verbs always end with re. If a verb doesn't end with re, then it will always be it's called a U verb. In regard with verbs ending with re, you should look it up in your dictionary because the ones can be both basically. For reference, Jisho is a helpful resource, though it shows real verbs as ichidan verbs and U verbs as godan verbs. Well, I guess you can get used to that. Okay, so the A line is regarded as wa line in conjugations. What does that mean? Example, to buy, when the last katakana is plain form ka, ka. Kaimasu, kawanai. The A. If it's an A, then you add, then it becomes a wa. Now it becomes a wa. I know the U's and the E's and the whatever's, it doesn't apply to. Wa line is only wa, and other combinations is a we, woo, where, will don't work, it will remain yes. We just figured it out. Will is regarded as all in verb conjugations, okay. Therefore, they'll conjugate in a negative form as above. Here are other verbs. Ie, iwanai, iwanai. But that's all. You can probably not see it, but owanai. Oh, this is a, right. That makes more sense. Awanai and utawanai. Utaanai. It makes sense, no? I mean, utaana is almost utaana. And if you have an E, is it weird? Where is it? Well, if it's a ka, if it's E, kai, no, that's not too weird. I think that's pretty doable, as long as I can remember. What is this showing? So this is Warayama Hanata Sata O A. Oh, they all become Wa. Oh, they wrote it out. They wrote it. All right, fair enough. So this one becomes Wa. And ri, mi, he, mi, chi, she, ki, and I stay I. Re, ye, me, he, ne, se, remain re, me, he, ne, den, se, ke, remain ro, yo, mo, o, no, to, so, o, Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna remember that, but I get the point. 所以그를 um um 그렇고 스탬플링 from 그를 그마스 키마스 도나이 키마산 요는 oh lie oh two exceptions right I was thinking like what is going on okay right this is just memorize I'm not gonna do it today but I understand and it's to do it's in every language you're paying so nothing new there 是 shimasu is it shimasen is that one yeah shinai yeah okay memorize it I see. So a little bit similar to Hada and Korean. I'm sure it's different, but I have no clue either. So Benkyo is to study. Yoi to prepare. 요약 Okay, particular exceptions within the negative form. There are sometimes particular exceptions within the form. You also need to memorize them. Here you will have one exception. To exist. No strange things there. In every language to exist is a pain. Aru, no? Right, aru. Arimasu nai. Oh, that's slightly different. Arimasen. We've been. There's somewhere in the NHK saying this arimasen. Negative colloquial expression, as you learn, when you make a negative casual tone, you delete the stem and add nai instead. Okay? As you learn it with state of being and adjectives, you can express the verb negative form in polite tone by attaching des with nai. Although they are mostly used in conversation, you should be familiar with them. So it's no point. As you learn it with state of being, you can those with nai. Ni nai desu. Aka nai desu. Konai desu. Shinai desu. And nai desu. Summary: Japanese verbs. The Japanese whatever it is, are categorized into real verbs and new verbs based on suffixes. You can make the polite and negative negative form by replacing suffixes. Verbs conjugations, right? They call it a line. It's recorded as wa line. You can see there's a horizontal line. Then you have 5 of them. I see. Fair enough. Makes sense. There are two exceptions, 四日 and 隔日. Other is the exception in negative form. In this article, you have learned what U verbs and U verbs are and how to conjugate them an exception. However, it's not a complete sentence without subjects and objects. Let's learn how to make them next. I think this was pretty clear. Also, it's not as daunting as I thought it would be. It's fairly doable. I mean, I have to write it down once to really get it. I get the gist of it. The gist is that it's doable, luckily. So it's good, no? I guess we're over an hour. That's also good because today was a bit of a rough one. I feel physically not so good. So yeah, it makes this hard. I just feel physically. Sometimes it's just like that. Okay, so that was interesting. Are we gonna go on? We did a bit of everything, no? We did a bit of Katakana. Then I whined a bit about nothing. And we downloaded a dictionary. We didn't really look at this. I'm lagging behind. So apparently I am going to be in Japan for a little while, not for a long time, but still for 2 months more or less, basically. I'm not entirely sure, but at least for a little while. So the goal, and I'm probably not gonna make it. The goal was to get all these beginner things kind of out. We will see how it works out. The point is not to think too much in the beginning, which is, and also make more hours than I do. So I'm succeeding in not thinking too much, but I'm not succeeding in making enough hours. I have to at least do 3 times as much, actually more, but I'm also a little bit ill, so that you can't do everything, especially when you're ill. But I should get a solid 3 hours a day in, basically. Yeah, this is my music for the day. We'll get back to this. You learn Japanese online. Wasabi. Great name, I guess, right? However, this was very helpful, so I am not complaining. This was very, very helpful. These things are obviously very important. But I'll leave it at this. Maybe I'll be back later for another session. I'm not entirely sure. I need a bit of a rest, I think. I don't know. Today we'll do it. We'll do it. Let's call it low energy mode. It's enough. But we got some stuff done. So thanks a lot. If anyone's watching, I hope you all have a good day. See you later.